later in terms of how you look back?
It's tough. I mean, I talked to the coaches this morning, just about just light, not a meeting or anything, but just we were talking about the series, talking to some of the boys, and it felt like such a coin flip between us and that team. It was just who's going to get the bounces, who's going to score at the right time, who's going to get the big save, who's going to get the crossbar, the post, or whatever. Who's going to find a way to win. It almost taking a few days perspective, it's almost worse because it feels like it was that close, and that's such a great team, and I think they're going to go pretty far this season. I know that I truly still feel like that series could have gone either way, and I think that some of those guys feel that way too, and it's two really good teams going at it.
You spoke about it as it went along, and you feel like you became more and more a part of this team with each passing postseason game. It didn't end for you. I imagine that growth continues. How would you describe it now?
It was a great experience. I mean, I'm really sad it's over. In terms of, when I say over, I mean in terms of like the playoff run.
Yeah.
Because it just felt like we had a special group in there, and obviously anytime, it doesn't matter if you win the Stanley Cup or you come dead last, there's always changes to a team, and that'll be the case here also. So it's unfortunate that we couldn't have won together as a group because it was such a great group. So there's definitely some disappointment there, and I know we're all feeling that way, but also a great experience playing together and doing what we did. Obviously, it was big for the city of Columbus to do what we did this year, and I know I can't say enough good things about the fans of the city getting behind us.
Is your intent to go to July 1st, or will you be willing to sit down and talk with Yarmo about maybe working on an extension?
My intent at this point is to explore, everything that could be out there. I think I've really enjoyed my time here, and we'll definitely be talking. We will definitely be talking with Yarmo and the Blue Jackets and seeing what's in store. But I'm not going to share my meeting, but with him this morning. But one thing I did say is that my head is still getting wrapped around the fact we're not playing Game 7 tonight, and so I don't really have any outlook or answers right now. So we'll see how things progress, and it's a big moment in my life, probably the biggest decision I'll ever have to make. Definitely the biggest I've made to this point, and I'm going to definitely take my time and talk with my family and my representation and figure out what's best.
Is part of what complicates it too that you don't, the situations with some of the other big names in this team may not be here, and as a guy that for yourself that has to kind of look at what's going on here, does that come into it?
Absolutely. I mean, everything comes into consideration. I've said when I was in Ottawa, I said over and over this is going to be a hockey decision first and foremost, and I think once we decide to move on from Ottawa, one thing I got to the point where I just said, no matter what happens, I'm going to definitely listen to and take in everything I can from the outside, and I think it's just smart to do that at this point. That's what I plan to do, and I've been so happy to be a Blue Jacket and been grateful to be here, and obviously it'd be a great thing if it could continue. So we'll see what happens.
You went from a situation where you probably didn't even realize you were going to be a Blue Jacket to being a Blue Jacket. You got the experience of being here. How beneficial will that be in this whole process? The fact that you were here, and you got to see all this stuff and experience it firsthand.
Well, it's huge. I've got a chance in the last year plus, I guess, to be on 3 different NHL hockey teams and see 3 different situations and things, and you see things you like, see things you don't like, you see things that you learn, things that reaffirm what you believe already. It's actually it's kind of a blessing in disguise for me to as much as it's been tough to move around and be in different situations. It's been a great experience, and I think for me personally going forward, I think it really helps educate you on what you are looking for, and it really shores up kind of your belief system and that sort of thing. So I feel blessed to have had the opportunities I've had. I've had a great path and that I've been able to kind of walk on, and like I said, I am so grateful for this experience. I mean, obviously we'd love to still be playing hockey, but I don't think I'd change it for the world.